If you treat your life as a marathon, you have essentially just two ways of losing. There are no other ways. Let's take this guy for example. He wants to finish and get over the finish line in the marathon. So the first way that he can lose and not complete the marathon is that he uses all of his power in the beginning. He starts to sprinting and running too freaking fast. And after 10 kilometers, he gets tired and he quits. Because he used all of the energy in the beginning and then he was too exhausted to continue. I'm gonna elaborate on this version how to lose later in this video, but I want to show you a second way how you can possibly lose the marathon. If you think about it, there's no second way to lose other than going into the wrong direction. Going there, going backwards, and not going towards the finish line. This is the second way to lose, and these are only two possibilities that you can lose in your life. Either you quit or you are going in the wrong direction. For instance, I'm gonna tell you a story. It happened this week. I was on an MMA class. I was sparring younger guy. We were doing rolling on the ground, so we did a quick fist bump and we started rolling. And immediately, in a few first seconds of the round, he went after my neck and he started squeezing with his hands. And I felt it. I felt his body. He was squeezing so freaking hard. He did want to choke me. But after a few seconds, I resisted. I just survived. And then after a few seconds of choking, the other guy got tired. Because he used all of that energy in the beginning by squeezing my neck so he can choke me out. But I didn't quit. I kept going. And now the other guy was tired. He didn't have that much of energy. And because of that, 1 minute later, I was on top and I got him into arm triangle and I choked this guy out. And it was because he used all of the energy. He wanted to finish me fast, but he couldn't do it. He was tired. And then, because of I persisted my energy, I saved my energy, I have won the round. And after the round, the guy was so fucking mad. In fact, he took his hand and he punched the mat so freaking hard and he said, "Fuck!" He was mad as fuck because he lost. And he lost because he used all of the energy in the beginning. Let's take a look at this picture, for example. It's so fucking easy to finish the marathon if you have unlimited time. Even if you have to jump on your leg for the whole marathon, you will finish the marathon regardless. It's not the question if you finish the marathon, it's the question when you finish the marathon. And if you have unlimited time, you can just walk. You don't have to sprint all of the time to get over the finish line as fast as possible. No, you can be chill guy and you just slowly walk into the finish line. Of course, you won't be first, but what matters is that you at least finish. Because most of the guys in life, they want to get the success, so they are working hard in the beginning and they don't feel like working hard, so they quit. It's the same with using all of the energy, all of the motivation in the beginning and then quitting after 1 or 2 weeks of doing the new habit. I want to show you another drawing your mind. And I want to describe more of the second way how to lose. If you know what your future destination is, you know where you want to go into the future, what you want to achieve, Do you want to be fat? Do you want to be jacked? Do you want to be rich or poor? Do you want to have a free time or not? It's completely up to you. But if you have a vision in your mind and you set up your day and daily action towards achieving that vision, there's no way that you can possibly not achieve the vision of the future if you set out action steps that you have to do. For instance, I want to be a great speaker in the future. I want to be charismatic and great speaker. That's my goal for the future. That's my desired destination right here. If I set out the action, daily action, just 20 minutes per day of improving my speaking skills, improving my pronunciation, my delivery, whatever will help me to achieve better speaking skills. And I complete that every single day of the month. Over the upcoming couple of years, if I stick to it and I won't quit, for me it's unreasonable to not achieve the success if I do the daily action. So as long as you keep walking or running the marathon and you don't quit, you will achieve it. You will achieve everything that you have ever wanted if you don't quit. So now the question is how to not quit. How to be this type of consistent so you complete your daily action every single day of your month, or even when you skip a day, one time per month. The key that helped me to becoming very consistent with my habits, I want to share another story. Right now I'm working on my pronunciation, on improving my English so I can become better speaker, right? So I downloaded this app on App Store called Bold Voice, and this is AI assistant that helps me to pronounce the word clearly and with great and proper pronunciation. And the app asked me, how many minutes per day do I want to practice? Instantly, when I saw that question, I thought, fuck that. I'm gonna practice at least 30 minutes every single day. I want to get so much better in short amount of time. But after this initial thought, I thought again. Because if I practice 30 minutes, that's quite a long period of time to practice just a pronunciation. So I could practice 30 minutes every single day for 1 month. Sure, I could complete and become consistent for 1 month. But what I am trying to do is I don't want to be consistent only for 1 month. I want to be a consistent over the period of couple of years. So I achieve this goal right here. It's worthless if you are consistent only for 1 week, 1 month. You will not get anywhere. But if you do less action and you do it daily and you never quit, you are guaranteed to achieve your future destination. You are guaranteed to reach that success and your goals in the future as long as you don't quit. So I believe the better way to do it is set a smaller action steps. So even on the bad days, you will still have the discipline and motivation to keep going. Because if I would set the 30 minutes of practice only for pronunciation, after 1 month I would get bored of it and I would quit. And that's the only way to lose in your life. If you quit early or you are going in the wrong direction, opposite to your goals. But I know I have this goal right here in my mind. I know I want to become the most charismatic, the best speaker I can possibly ever be. So I clearly know my destination. So I'm going into right direction by my daily actions that I do regularly. So the only way for me to lose is quit. So when you are thinking about constructing your action steps that you have to do daily, for example, if you go to the gym and now in the beginning you are motivated, you are working hard on your goals, you are so motivated, so excited, so you work so freaking hard in the first week, but then in the second week it's not that exciting anymore. The happiness from the new thing is gone, and now you don't feel like exercising so freaking much, so you quit. And now, if your whole life looks like this, up and down, quit and going all in, quit and going all in, the progress will be minimal. What is better if you treat your life like here? Just being consistent over a long period of time. Maybe you work out a couple minutes every single day. Don't overdo it, but do it every single day. And in the end, you will achieve great physique that you wanted. Be consistent and do the action, even if it's on the outside, the action feels relatively small. For instance, I'm working 10 to 15 minutes on my pronunciation, so the progress in the first month won't be that drastic. But if I do it long enough, if I do it for 2, 3 years, or maybe even 5 to 10 years, there's not a possibility in the life that I'm not gonna have great and perfect pronunciation. The only way to lose is if you quit. So take small actions towards your goals, towards the future vision that you have, and make it so easy that you won't quit. So that's why I believe treating life like a marathon and not like a sprint is so freaking beneficial. I'm not looking to succeed in the next few months. I am willing to wait for the success. I know it will eventually come in the 5 or 10 years, maybe sooner. But what is important is that I am willing to wait a couple of years. So I am willing to walk slower in the marathon. I don't need to sprint the whole marathon. I can just calmly walk. So even though I'm not gonna be first in the destination, I'm gonna eventually get there no matter what. Consistency beats everything in the long run. So if you are willing to wait for your success in your dream life, just choose the right direction and be consistent. Thanks for watching and see you soon in another video.